I usually try to only review one Chucky movie each week, but I feel like this week it's necessary to review two: The Bride of Chucky and The Seed of Chucky. And the reason for that is everything I'm going to say good about um, The Bride of Chucky is the opposite the film uh, with the film that I'm about to discuss here, which is the seed of Chucky. So this movie is about Tiffany, which is a new character introduced into the franchise. Now, the franchise had a similar kind of a uh, running formula at this point with all the movies that was getting old. You had the kid from the first movie. I'm forgetting his name at the moment, but basically he would have to protect a kid, like in the third movie, or Chucky would be after him. Either one. But it's the same kind of formula. Chucky goes after a specific kid, and that's a fun formula. You can do a lot with that, but it needed something different for its fourth installment. So what they did is they introduced this character Tiffany, who's like Chucky, who dies, and becomes entrapped in this doll, and Chucky are kind of psychotic, messed up relationship through this movie, which is so much fun to watch. She has the best kills in this movie. She's given more of a spotlight in this movie than Chucky himself, which some people might be, nervous about because Chucky is such a iconic character. But I think Tiffany does such a great job of being, if not just as good, just slightly below Chucky. I mean, but she is just as good as Chucky in this movie. It is phenomenal. Jennifer Tilly plays that character so well in her human form and in her doll form. Just a phenomenal play on the character. It brought so much life, new energy to this franchise. There was so much great humor here. There was so much great everything here. It was just a really great job. So it seemed like the franchise was going in this really great direction. Until you get to the seed of Chucky, which a lot of this movie is very sexual. And what I mean by that is that's a lot of the humor, which I don't mind so much, but it's very very gross. A lot of the humor is uncomfortably bad. It's just nasty, disturbing, and it's not fun anymore. It's just gross and weird. And even Chucky fans who love the whole franchise hate the seed of Chucky because it's just ugh, gross. Nobody liked this movie when it came out. It ruined such a great franchise for a while there until Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky kind of brought it back a little bit. But for a while, this was just kind of it for the franchise, was Seed of Chucky. And that was for a good reason, because this movie is horrible. It is one of the worst horror sequels ever made. It's worse than Jaws the Revenge. I mean, it is just an absolutely terrible film. It's gross, nasty, weird, and twisted, and not in a good way at all. Just a terrible movie. And if you had to watch any of the Chucky movie, if you wanted to watch all the Chucky movies, I would say even if you're a diehard fan, skip this one because it is just atrociously terrible. But yeah, now we have three more Child's Play movies to get through, and that is great. So next week, I'll probably just review the last two of the Chucky movies and then move on to the remake the week after, because yeah, I'd been very so I let me know your thoughts on the Bride of Chucky and the Curse of Chucky, or the Seed of Chucky, I mean, uh, Seed and Colt, or not Seed and Colt, Colt and Curse of Chucky are next week. So stay tuned for that.